اللهم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى آبائه في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا ودليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم والصلاة والسلام على أشرف مصطفى محمد الصلاة والسلام عليه وعلى آل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين. Assalamu alaikum everybody. Welcome back to another episode, to another Ramadan reflection. I want to start first by congratulating Imam Asr al-Zaman, our ulama, Shia, the Muslims, all the humanity with the celebration of the birth of Imam Hassan alayhi salam, our second Imam. And we want to use this occasion to talk about a topic that is been confusing a lot of people. It's an interesting topic that combines gets almost involved in every single action that we do, which is the topic of love versus hate. So across history, love has been discussed by great philosophers over the time, starting from as far as Buddha and then going as Russell, the British philosopher. They all have interpreted love in different ways. Some of them say it's purely it has a sexual affection to it. Some say that it's the greatest motivation that motivate people towards doing actions. Some say that it's a lifestyle. What we like to do today is we like to, with the presence of our wonderful guest, to talk about what love really is, how love is involved in our life, why do people hate, what is the feeling of hate, and based on that, we wanna talk about, extrapolate a little bit. Is it necessary for us to hate? Do we need to hate some? Is there the feeling of hate in Islam? And then after that, we want to, of course, tie it up to Imam Asr al-Zaman, Ajallah Faraja, inshallah. And so I want to start by welcoming both my wonderful guests. First of all, we have our brother Ahmed Tahan, a very active member in the community, and honestly, one of my dearest brothers. Ahmed, welcome to the show. And then we have Haidar, cornerstone every week. So I want to start by you, Ahmed. How are you? How's everything? How are you finding quarantine with Ramadan?
Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen.
Yeah,
We're doing up well. But as a health professional, we see things sometimes from a different perspective. But I
perfect.
think there's light at the end of the tunnel. Inshallah, we'll just say very positive and
I like. You sound like Trudeau. So, uh, well, let me just tell you that even before this problem, you were essential to me, Zain. Now I wanna start by I wanna start like across history, and especially if we look at the Islamic history, we have had some insane examples of love. I mean, we look at the love of Amir al-Mu'mineen to Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. We look at the amount of love that gushes out of the followers of Imam Hussein alayhi salam. I mean, Abis says that Hubb al-Hussein ajannani. Like I'm so in love with Imam Hussein that I became insane. I lost the power even to reason. And then Zuhair ibn al-Qayn says that death with you is a million times more beloved to me than life with them. So what can you tell us a bit more about why do we love? What is this feeling of love? Let's start with that.
well, I think it's a great start. Consider that we're human beings, first of all, right? So we have emotions, we have feelings. At the end of the day, and we have needs. Among those feelings and emotions is the feeling of trying to satisfy those needs. And a great psychologist by the name of Maslow, he defined those needs in a form of a pyramid. And
Yeah.
so you have different layers of needs, and
Yeah.
you start with the most basic to the more, let's say, more advanced. So the most basic, and that's what kind of relates us to other creatures, is the physiological needs, which is need for food, drink, and sleep, for example.
Okay.
So the first thing we would want to satisfy. And then we have the second level, which is the need for safety. So then that's why we want to go and take shelter from enemies, from during war, when you want to feel safe.
Yeah.
And then a level higher than that is the need for love, and
Okay.
that in itself it can branch out to three different subgroups. And so love for oneself, love for family and friends,
Okay.
and love for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, love for God,
Okay.
without having to go to the other levels, which can be of achievement and
Yeah. Yeah.
and other, let's say,
Yeah.
fulfillment, for example. So
Absolutely.
we want it. It's a need in of itself that we have that we would want to satisfy. So so that's what we want to. That's what.
So basically, you're telling me that the reason why we love is because it's in our genes. We're programmed to love, to have feelings, to express those feelings. And as per the example that you said, the Maslow pyramid, it comes in as a pretty primary need that human beings need to that want to keep on obtaining as a motivation. So now I want to move on to Haida. First of all, how are you, man? You're looking as good as always.
I'm very good, Alhamdulillah. How are you, brother?
Alhamdulillah, I'm doing good. So, what is love like in the eyes of Allah and Ahlul Bayt? If we were to take it a bit more towards our Ahlul Bayt and how they look at love and Allah, how He defines love. I mean, we have all these verses that talk about in Allah yuhibbul mutatahhirin. God loves those who they purify themselves. In Allah yuhibbul sabirin. God loves the patient ones. God always has allocated love with Himself. And then there's the other ayah which is in kuntum turidun Allah. I can't. I seem to have lost it for some reason. But basically, in kuntum tuhibbun Allah fattabi'uni. So basically, the Prophet is like, okay, so if you have this feeling towards God, follow me. I'll show you what the true love is. So what is love like in those eyes?
Okay, first of all, Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, and I would like to congratulate my brothers and sisters around the world on the Mawlud of Imam al-Hassan ibn Ali ibn Abi Talib al-Mujtaba on his birth today.
Yeah.
And since we're talking about love, which is like for me, love, it's a delicate, like very delicate subject, but it's
One
also
love.
yeah. Oh, one love. This is the secret, and through doing some research, and I just want to give a bit of before answering the question. And I want to add up to why do we love on Ahmed's point and statement. And then I want to like encourage really people. There's like Sayyid or Sheikh Munir Al Khabbaz. He has a really nice written muhadara on love, where he says love is the existential relationship between the supplement and the complement. So الحب علاقة وجودية بين المستكمل والمكمل.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
And then he goes on by saying like we think that the human being loves many things, right? But that's not true. The human being loves al-kamal, which means he loves the complete, the perfection, and he always seeks everything that will get him close to that kamal or perfection. So this is just to encourage people to go. It's a really nice muhadara. It will like give you like a lot of insight on how the Bayt perceives it, and he cuts it in like a different kinds of elements. He like discusses it, every single detail of it, and it's really
highly recommend it. Sayyid Munir Al-Khabbaz is one of my top right now.
Yeah, and I honestly, like when I read this, I was like, wow, like we really do have this kind of knowledge, and it was nice. So for me, like to like give you to answer your question about love in the eyes of Allah and Ahlul Bayt. For me, what I came to is Allah and Ahlul Bayt is whatever gets us close to them, whatever gets us close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, whatever gets us close to his attributes. And then we should love the link that is between us and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, which is Ahlul Bayt, which is the knowledge, the teachings that gets us close to Allah. So we should love that link.
Okay.
And then it's not a hard thing to understand. They call him Habibullah, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he is the love that gets us to Allah, that gets us to the complete, gets us close to the complete, which Allah in His essence is the complete. So for me, in other words, love is to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And the eyes of Allah and Ahlul Bayt, love is to obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then I have a hadith from Imam Ali alayhi salam. He says the most beloved servant to Allah is the most obedient of them to him. So ahabbul ibadu ila Allah atwa'ahum lah.
Okay.
Right? Basically, Imam Ali is saying, hey, the way Allah loves is who He obeys Him. So if you want to know what's love, obey Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, right?
Okay. I see.
And then I have another hadith where, sorry, here I got it, where he says, when Allah loves a servant, inspires him with the right guidance and makes him successful in his obedience. So what does Imam Ali trying to say here? So he's saying when Allah loves, so this is the love of Allah, and we get inspired from Allah to understand the essence of life, right? He says, the way Allah loves, when Allah loves someone, He inspires him to the right guidance and makes him successful in his obedience. So when Allah loves someone, He will guide him to the right path and ease on him on his obedience. So He will help him.
So are you saying that it's God who kind of, like, I understand and I fully agree. I think we all agree that when you puts it towards the right direction, because now you start appreciating the love that you have for others, and on a whole complete level. I mean, we all love our friends, we love our family, but then when you look at it like And not only do I love this person for who they are, but also I love them because God has asked me to. Like for example, the love that you have for your parents, for example. You love them two kinds, let's say, because God wants you to obey them and love them, and also because they are your parents, you know. But before moving on to Ahmed, I just want to ask you: so you're saying that when God loves somebody, He guides them. Does that mean that we only get the guidance because it gets kind of iffy with God's justice? So does that mean that God has kind of taken away the love from other human beings, the ones who are not guided?
Well, that's the thing. When Allah loves someone, He inspires him to, like, He will inspire him to be guided. But on other hand, when Allah loves someone, it's someone that have a hadith here that says the hadith, he says إذا أحب الله okay, السخاء والشجاعة غرائز شريفة يضعها الله سبحانه وتعالى في من أحب وامتحن. So Allah, before He will guide you and He will get you to trials where you will succeed by obeying Him, and then He will give you more to get closer to it. Because love is steps to go towards Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and His love. So you give one footstep to Allah, and then He will guide you to get more. So you are kind 5%. Tomorrow Allah will give you to go to the 10%, or you have the courage, then Allah will give you more. The more you go closer to Him, the more He will inspire you to get closer to Him.
Perfect. Because that's the thing. God's love is always there, but it's us. It's how much we are willing to take from it that decide.
Sorry, Nathan. That comes back to Allah. He loves us, and He gave us the free will. We are not angels. Angels have only aql or reasoning. We have emotions as well. You know. So this is with this. This is how we get closer to Allah. This is how we should use it.
Use it, absolutely. So Ahmed, I want to get back to you. I want to ask you about we all hear the phrase of loving someone fillah, or for God, or because of God. The literal translation to English is kind of iffy, but loving someone fillah, what does that mean, and what does it mean to love someone for God, or because of God, or because it gets you closer to God?
So basically, for His sake, you mean?
Yeah, sure.
For His sake. Well, the most obvious, I think, in terms of priority of who is deserves most this love for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, are the Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, Rasul sallallahu alayhi wa sallam and Ahlul Bayt.
Yeah.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says clearly bil Quran al-Kareem, قُلْ لَا أَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ أَجْرًا إِلَّا الْمَوَدَّةَ فِي الْقُرْبَى. Tell, O Prophet, I do not ask you for any recompense for my work except love towards my kinsfolk.
Okay.
So they deserve our love the most. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala من ابدأ حديث الكساء نعرف the known حديث الكساء فقال الله عز وجل يا ملائكتي ويا سكان سماواتي إني ما خلقت سماء مبنية ولا أرضا مدحية ولا قمرا منيرا ولا شمسا مضيئة ولا فلكا يدور ولا بحرا يجري ولا فلكا يسري إلا في محبة هؤلاء الخمسة الذين هم تحت الكساء.
Yeah.
It only explains for how much Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala loves Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, and in such a way, yeah.
And this I'm going to use it later because I'm glad that you brought this example, because it says clearly إلا في محبة هؤلاء. So it's because of their love that I created all this. We're going to get to it later on, whether love by itself is enough, or do you need to follow with action? Does love have an effect? What we're going to do right now is we're going to take a small break. I want so two things before everyone who's watching. If you have any questions, we love it when it becomes interactive. As I always say, this show is meant to create that little sense of community for an hour at least during the week, and we want you that if you have any questions or comments, to give us those comments on either the Slido link or on the live chat on YouTube. And what we're going to do right now is we're going to leave you with a short clip that talks about what different philosophers have looked at love across history. So we'll leave you with that, and then inshallah we'll be back later on.
Romantic love, beautiful and intoxicating, heartbreaking and soul-crushing, often all at the same time. Why do we choose to put ourselves through its emotional ringer? Does love make our lives meaningful? Or is it an escape from our loneliness and suffering? Is love a disguise for our sexual desire? Or a trick of biology to make us procreate? Is it all we need? Do we need it at all? If romantic love has a purpose, neither science nor psychology has discovered it yet. But over the course of history, some of our most respected philosophers have put forward some intriguing theories. Love makes us whole again. The ancient Greek philosopher Plato explored the idea that we love in order to become complete. In his Symposium, he wrote about a dinner party at which Aristophanes, a comic playwright, regales the guests with the following story. Humans were once creatures with 4 arms, 4 legs, and 2 faces. One day they angered the gods, and Zeus sliced them all in 2. Since then, every person has been missing half of him or herself. Love is the longing to find a soulmate who will make us feel whole again. Or at least that's what Plato believed a drunken comedian would say at a party. Love tricks us into having babies. Much, much later, German philosopher Arthur Schopenhauer maintained that love, based in sexual desire, was a voluptuous illusion. He suggested that we love because our desires lead us to believe that another person will make us happy. But we are sorely mistaken. Nature is tricking us into procreating, and the loving fusion we seek is consummated in our children. When our sexual desires are satisfied, we are thrown back into our tormented existences, and we succeed only in maintaining the species and perpetuating the cycle of human drudgery. Sounds like somebody needs a hug. Love is escape from our loneliness. According to the Nobel Prize-winning British philosopher Bertrand Russell, we love in order to quench our physical and psychological desires. Humans are designed to procreate, but without the ecstasy of passionate love, sex is unsatisfying. Our fear of the cold, cruel world tempts us to build hard shells to protect and isolate ourselves. Love's delight, intimacy, and warmth helps us overcome our fear of the world, escape our lonely shells, and engage more abundantly in life. Love enriches our whole being, making it the best thing in life. Love is a misleading affliction. Siddhartha Gautama, who became known as the Buddha or the Enlightened One, probably would have had some interesting arguments with Russell. Buddha proposed that we love because we are trying to satisfy our base desires. Yet, our passionate cravings are defects, and attachments, even romantic love, are a great source of suffering. Luckily, Buddha discovered the Eightfold Path, a sort of program for extinguishing the fires of desire so that we can reach nirvana, an enlightened state of peace, clarity, wisdom, and compassion. The novelist Chao Xue-qin illustrated this Buddhist sentiment that romantic love is folly in one of China's greatest classical novels, Dream of the Red Chamber. In a subplot, Jia Rui falls in love with Xi Feng, who tricks and humiliates him. Conflicting emotions of love and hate tear him apart, so a Taoist gives him a magic mirror that can cure him, as long as he doesn't look at the front of it. But of course, he looks at the front of it. He sees Xi Feng. His soul enters the mirror and he is dragged away in iron chains to die. Not all Buddhists think this way about romantic and erotic love, but the moral of this story is that such attachments spell tragedy and should, along with magic mirrors, be avoided. Love lets us reach beyond ourselves. Let's end on a slightly more positive note. The French philosopher Simone de Beauvoir proposed that love is the desire to integrate with another, and that it infuses our lives with meaning. However, she was less concerned with why we love and more interested in how we can love better. She saw that the problem with traditional romantic love is it can be so captivating that we are tempted to make it our only reason for being. Yet dependence on another to justify our existence easily leads to boredom and power games. To avoid this trap, Beauvoir advised loving authentically, which is more like a great friendship. Lovers support each other in discovering themselves, reaching beyond themselves, and enriching their lives and the world together. Though we might never know why we fall in love, we can be certain that it'll be an emotional roller coaster ride. It's scary and exhilarating. It makes us suffer and makes us soar. Maybe we lose ourselves. Maybe we find ourselves. It might be heartbreaking, or it might just be the best thing in life. Will you dare to find out?
Welcome back, everybody. So now I wanna take it in a different direction and talk about the complete opposite, which is hate. And just like yin and yang, the picture is not complete if you don't cover both sides of the spectrum. So the definition, according to the Webster dictionary, is the intense hostility and aversion, usually deriving. Huh? لا والله. Oh my God, this is no way. That's insane.
نطلع على زوم.
تقدر can you do generate a second هذا؟ لا a second blank. It's so weird bro. احنا يعني كل الفيديوهات نجيب من اليوتيوب.
هاي تيد معروف.
رجع? All right, so I don't know what happened there, but it seems like we're back on. So we're gonna continue. We're gonna soldier on and all this for you. So
We love you.
yeah, exactly. So as I was saying, so now I want to talk about hate, and hate is the intense hostility and aversion, and usually is deriving from fear, anger, or a sense of injury, and it also is defined as the extreme dislike or disgust. So, but you need both sides in order to have a complete set of emotions. Let's say you can't. I mean, we're going to discuss that later, but. Is it rational to be fully loving, or do you need to be? But do we need to balance this feeling out? So I'm gonna start with you, Haidar, and I want to look at this. Why do we hate? Let's start with this one.
Yeah, that's the question where a lot of people
Everyone's waiting for.
Yeah.
Good.
For me personally, like what I think, why does a human hate, or why do we hate? We naturally hate what gets us far or away from what we love. So we naturally hate evil, right?
Yeah.
That thing that comes in between what we love, right?
Yeah.
And then I have a hadith here from Imam Ali. He says, "One who hates evil is safeguarded from it. Man kariha al-shar usim."
Okay.
Right?
Okay. Yeah.
So, and then I have another one where it says, "One who likes his faith to become perfect
Okay.
should ensure that his love, hate, pleasure, and displeasure are for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala," which here it also says here, it also emphasizes on where we do need hate. We do need hate, but for the pleasure of subhanahu wa ta'ala, so for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to get closer to Allah. And then here, when we hate something, is we hate that thing that comes in between us and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, us and our obedience to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So we hate that evil root, right? So whatever thing that could come in between us and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we must hate it, because it is a safeguard for us, right? So it guards us from
So just like
yeah,
in that case, it will be, I guess, justified. Which then goes on to my next question towards you, Ahmed, which is some hate necessary in Islam? I mean, does Islam allow some sort of hate? Does God want us to hate? And is hate even the right word towards it, or is it more like what does Islam think about this concept? Let's say, is it necessary?
Well, actually, the Holy Prophet ﷺ actually summarized Islam faith by saying, "Is true faith anything love and hate?" And he used both.
Okay.
So that's how true faith can be defined.
Okay.
So you love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and you love Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, but you kind of also despise the enemies of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the enemies of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. هو مو احنا نقول we read in زيارة عاشوراء إني سلم لمن سالمكم وحرب لمن حاربكم.
Exactly.
That's clear in the hadith and ziyarat
and in Ziyarat Jama'a it says مبغض لأعدائكم. It's like there is both are necessary then.
You need a balance of both. But then the question is why should that? I think that adds to Haidar's point is when we despise evil, we're kind of salvaged, we're saved, because when we hate or when we have animosity towards the enemies of Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam, we're despising the action that they did that brought them to the curse that they are in, this malediction, right?
So it's not the person themselves, it's the action they did. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly. Almost like what the principle don't hate the sinner, hate the sin. Almost.
Okay. I don't know about that. I mean, Yazid really pushed the limit. I think I hate Yazid entirely. What do you think, Haidar?
Well, that's the thing. First of all, there's a story I need to mention. The story of Imam Ali in one of the battles, where we see when he was about to finish one of the enemies that he was facing in the battle, and then he was about to finish him in the name of God, but this man spit on the face of Imam Ali, and then this is a beautiful part of the story where when we say,
I think it's Amr ibn Abdul Wud, I'm not sure. I think Amr,
So like the thing is, the moral of the story, when we're saying everything is for Allah, like we fight for Allah, we fight for Allah, and then we love for Allah. Imam Ali, in that point, when this man spit on him, he did not kill him right away, because he had that moment of anger, this personal second of moment where he was angered personally towards him. So he waited till that anger or that emotion that was personally towards him goes away, and then he finished him in the name of God.
I see.
So imagine us today. There is someone that comes to you, spit in your face, and then you really take that moment to think of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
And then I kill him.
And then if it's the right thing to do, you do it in the name of Allah, because their actions, they base their actions in how Allah would like them to be, right?
There's purity. Where's sincerity?
Sorry?
Very pure. It's very pure.
And then it shows us how he really did it for Allah. He loves for Allah, and he hates for Allah, right? When he killed him, he didn't kill him because he had a personal interest with him, right? And it wasn't. He killed him not because he spat on him. No, he killed him because he was an enemy of Allah, which is an evil road when you're an enemy of Allah.
So let me get back to Ahmed. I want to just comment on this, and then you have the floor if you want to comment as well. You said that hate the sin, don't hate the sinner. And I want you to elaborate on that, because when it comes to certain sins, the person who did that sin actually becomes the embodiment of evil. I mean, like for example, Ibn Mujim, which La'natullah alayhi, like he's gonna do his thing in a few days. And then we have Yazid, and then we have all these like epitomes of evil. Does that also, would you say that when you look at Yazid or Ibn Muljim or personalities like that across history, or Hitler, whatever, do you also hate what they did, or do you also despise them as a person?
Well, they're the personification of that bad deed. So of course we indirectly, without realizing, we're gonna hate that person, or we're gonna try to dissociate. We're gonna, as much as we try to maybe dissociate their deed and their nature, we
Yeah.
can't. But then here's what I was gonna say, and then when I actually brought up this point is
Yeah.
the perfect embodiment of trying to dissociate this is Imam Hussein alayhi salam on the battlefield of Karbala,
Yeah.
where he was outnumbered, and he was, the people, his enemies had their spears against him, and yet in his heart he had this mercy where he was crying for them. That, and one day he was asked why, and they thought because he was afraid or he was, cornered or whatnot. He said, no, I'm crying because these people will go to hellfire because of me.
Because of me, yeah, absolutely.
He really didn't love them, or if he really, let's say, if he hated them purely for what they're for who they are,
Yeah,
crying for them.
absolutely.
But here, this is the thing. I think this is where you, like, there's a question, and I think you like, there's a question also that will come to me about Ahlul Bayt, and can we love the enemies of Ahlul Bayt, right, Maitham? But I want to come to his point and say, as much as we want to be like a model of Allah Subhanahu wa Taala and say, we praise love and we praise kindness and we praise the best of akhlaq and manners, right?
Yeah.
There's a point where, there's this man in history that is called Hitler today. And today Hitler, we condemn him every year, or the people who did the 9/11, they condemn them every year. And then they say who they are. They say their names, and they say, this is Hitler, this is what Hitler did to humanity, this is how he was disgraceful to humanity. So they condemn them, and then they spread hate towards their teachings. Why? Like, the question comes, why does this hate needs to be, and why we cannot dissociate Hitler, or we cannot dissociate Yazid from his actions? Yazid did not repent. Yazid did not repent.
He did not feel sorry for what he did.
Did what he did. He did all those evil actions, those actions that if you read the story, I guarantee you will cry against humanity. So he did all of these things and he did not repent.
Absolutely.
So for us, we are not hating. We're not hating someone that repented. He was on the bad side and he repented. Yes, there was Al-Hurr, and Al-Hurr was on the bad side, and then he repented, and today he is next to Imam al-Hussein. Today his position is one of the highest position. Yes, he was on the evil side, but when he repented and he still had the time, we are not hating him. He is the most loved person, and we show our mercy. But when someone dies, and praises his evil actions, this is where we say to humanity, and every year we'll say we condemn them, they're not good, and then we'll associate them to their actions. Because if we don't do so, if we don't associate those bad actions with those people who did it, tomorrow the next generation, they will clear humanity.
No, definitely. I see what you mean. They
won't learn. So
no, absolutely. I mean, it's what you need to do is you need to go look at history and use that as use that in the present in order to correct the future.
It's like everyone.
And now, before we go on to before we take another break, I want to address one of the questions that we got actually from a previous guest on this show, which is Ibrahim Darwash, and he asks, first of all, Assalamu alaikum shabab al-Nawreen. Thanks, Ibrahim. My question is, can love be used as an excuse to generate hatred? Who wants to take a crack at that? Let's go.
You want to go, Ahmed?
Well, the only way I can imagine this being applied is if, for example, I don't know, you're a real Madrid fan or Real Madrid fan and not a Barcelona fan, and then because you love that you love that team so much that you commit crimes and have hatred towards the other. And
Well, I don't. It's all fi sabilillah. Let's just yeah.
I think that there's a fine line where you cannot use love. You cannot use love. Put in the name of love. Like if you were true to yourself, like any of your actions, if you were true to yourself, when you hate, you know what you hate. So when I hate, for example, this guy or this thing, you know, I hate it because there's something that gives me discomfort. Whatever I am, I don't care. Now we're not talking about whatever I am. If this thing is giving me discomfort or not letting me complete my need or whatever I am, when I hate this thing, is because it brings me this discomfort. But I won't use love. I won't use this extreme love to hate, or I could use this extreme love to Allah and then hate those who are against it. I will hate those who are against it, right?
At this point, by saying, like for example, those who killed Imam Hussein alayhi salam, they loved this dunya so much.
Exactly.
They hated Imam Hussein alayhi salam, who came to stop them from getting what they want.
Absolutely.
And in such a way, that created hatred towards someone who is so pure, which is Imam Hussein, who is Imam Hussein alayhi salam. And so it's a matter of perspective. Who do we love and who do we hate? And
actually, Karbala showed us another story, which is hating someone because not because you hate them per se, but because you hate someone that's related to them. So they wanted to kill Imam Ali because they hate his father. I mean, Imam Hussein because they hate his father, Imam Ali. Sometimes it gets tangled up like that, but it gets back to the initial point. I mean, if the driving force is fi sabilillah, towards God, then you have that. Everything is kind of guided. But if not, then you'll fall within those problems and those. We're gonna talk about how can we increase that feeling of love towards Allah and Ahlul Bayt, towards our families, towards our friends. We're gonna talk about the relationship between love and Imam Mahdi, and we always try to tie it back to Imam Mahdi. I want to thank the people who are participating on the live chat, and again, you have questions, go on the slider on the live chat, and inshallah I'll see you guys in a bit.
Why does the human being hate? If you look at around us within society today, you find that there are hate campaigns everywhere in the world. In the worlds of families, there are hate campaigns. In the world of communities, there are hate campaigns. In the world of politics, there are hate campaigns. Each and every one of us at one stage or another in our life has been a victim of a campaign of hate. The question psychologically is, why is a human being hated by another human being? As in, how many of you in life have wondered to yourself, why does this person hate me? As in, what is it that I've done wrong to them that's made them hate me so much? Psychologists have come out with 3 conclusions as to why it is that a human being shows hatred towards another. The first reason a human shows hatred to another is envy, no doubt. As in, sometimes when you see another human being who's receiving praise constantly, receiving accolades regularly, people are always talking about the greatness of that personality, whether they be a male or a female. The human being sometimes looks at that and wonders to themselves, why is it that that person always receives the praise of the people? You find that the Holy Prophet would say, envy can be positive or it can be negative. The positive envy is called ghibta. The negative envy is called hasad. Positive envy is when I see a human being receiving accolades, and I say, MashaAllah, look at what they have received. May Allah increase it for them and also give me of what they receive. Correct or no? That person looks at the issue positively. Negative envy is what? Why is it this person's praised all the time? As in, why is it that everywhere I go, that person in every book is receiving the praise? Why is it this person has wealth? Why is it this person has good looks? Why is it this person has children? Ya Allah, remove them of what they have. The human being, from the very origin, envy has been the disease that made them cause hatred. If you look at Habil and Qabil, what was it that made Qabil kill Habil? What was it other than envy? The origin of the human being, when it comes to hatred, the first reason is envy. And many of us can be a victim to it. As in, there's no one in this hall who could turn around and say that I have not envied someone else. But the aim should be that I envy them positively, not negatively. I should envy them that when I see them wealthy, when I see them with children, when I see them happily married, I should turn around and say, MashaAllah, may Allah give them more. Not I turn around and say, Ya Allah, remove them from these virtues. And that's why the Imam himself mentions by saying, envy devours faith like fire devours wood. Correct or no? Many can come to the mosque and say, I'm a man of Iman, I pray, I fast. That whole Iman is devoured if you are a person of hasad. And that's why in the Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says very clearly that you should always say, وَمِن شَرِّ حَاسِدٍ إِذَا حَسَدٍ. Ya Allah, protect me from the envy of the envious. Therefore, the first reason anyone is hated is because of envy. The second reason anyone is hated is because of what? Is because they say the truth in your face and don't stab you in the back. Correct or no? When you look at someone, the second reason they're hated is because they're not scared to say the truth, even if it means they lose their friends. Imam Amir al-Mu'minin used to have a wonderful line. Do you know what he used to say? The truth has left me no friends. Correct or no? How many of us, when we don't say the truth, everyone loves us? Correct or no? Because they look at us and they say, this is not a man of principle. This person never says the truth. Always they're on the fence. You've heard the people in the community who are always on the fence? They say that food is good with Muawiyah and Salah is good with Ali. Correct or no? Those people are always on the fence. Never do they speak the truth. The second type of people who are hated is because they speak the truth. They don't care about the censoring of the censorers. When they see oppression, they don't remain silent. They stand up and they say, I don't care if you ridicule my family, you ridicule me, you take everything away from me. Haqq is haqq. Where I see the truth, I speak out. That person always has enemies and friends. When a person has enemies and friends, you know he's been a good human being. When a person only has friends, you know that that person has no principles at all. I guarantee you. If you see in your community someone, everyone praises him, no, that person's never had principles. All he does is sit with everyone, laugh with everyone, and doesn't say anything. If you see someone in your community who some people rebuke and others love, then no, that person's a person of principles. They're not scared to tell you, as Oscar Wilde used to say, a good friend stabs you in the front, not in the back. In your face, they'll tell you, because they're not scared. But that person has hatred. Why? Because the powers that be don't like that person's frankness. They hate that person talking the truth. But the reality is, that's the second cause of hatred. The third cause of hatred is what? Is the ignorance of the society results in hatred. If a society has books of literature, doesn't question, doesn't reflect, doesn't contemplate, then that society is sheep, nothing more. All they do is take the book and carry it like the Quran says, the donkey carries luggage. They don't question, is this true? Is it true that Ali ibn Abi Talib is this or Ali ibn Abi Talib is that? No, whatever my father says, I follow. Whatever his father said, we follow. That builds ignorance, doesn't it? Because that person is not a human being anymore. Their thought process is stagnated. Instead of them sitting, instead of them reflecting, instead of them asking, you find them being human beings who just simply sit there and say, if my fathers believe this, then I believe this as well. Therefore, did these three apply to Ali ibn Abi Talib? No doubt. No doubt.
All right, welcome back, everybody. So in our last segment, we want to talk a bit more about whether or not love by itself, we're directing it towards Ahlul Bayt. We're leaving out love towards regular people and how you should interact with them. But we're going to go towards Ahlul Bayt, let's say. And is love towards Ahlul Bayt by itself beneficial? Is it useful? And I'm basing this on hadith from Imam Ja'far Sadiq alayhi salam. He says, حب علي عبادة وأفضل العبادة. So it's not only just the love for Amir al-Mu'mineen Ali ibn Abi Talib is a kind of worship. It's the best worship. And Ibn Abbas, in one of the hadith, says from the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he says, حب علي ibn Abi Talib يأكل السيئات كما تأكل النار الحطب. So the love of Amir al-Mu'mineen, Ali ibn Abi Talib, devours and eats up your dhunub and our own sins the same way that fire will eat up the the wood and the stock. So it seems like love of Amir al-Mu'mineen by itself and the love of Ahlul Bayt has its own benefits. But I want to see what you guys think. I want to start with you, Haidar. Do you think that love is enough, or do you need to follow it by action in order to get the benefit?
Well, okay. For me, I definitely think that for love to be significant, it needs to be followed by action.
Okay.
Yeah, and I will use the ayah of the Quran. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قل لا أسألكم عليه أجرا إلا المودة في القربى. So here there is mawadda and there is mahabba. Mahabba is translated into the result of an action from love. So someone that made an action of love, it's the result. So the mawadda, right? So here Allah is saying, He's not saying just love Ahlul Bayt. He's saying actions. So mawadda, there need to be actions that are showed, that shows the love, right?
Okay.
Love by itself cannot be defined, cannot be significant.
Okay.
I only ask you, قُلْ لَا أَسْأَلُكُمْ عَلَيْهِ أَجْرًا إِلَّا I only ask you the mawadda, so the actions of love towards them.
Yeah.
Which means if I want to like define, that's my definition, right? My personal, you cannot love something and do not initiate an action towards it.
Yeah, you can't love and not express it, you mean?
Yeah, you cannot love. Yeah, exactly. So you cannot love and not express it. And then also there is if we listen to Khutbat al-Wasila, there is also Amir al-Mu'mineen Imam Ali, where he's translating al-Din, the religion, and he goes on by saying a couple of points, and then he ends it by saying, and then the Deen, the religion, is action.
Okay.
Right.
See what you mean.
Yeah. So basically, for me, if you love Ahlul Bayt, like automatically, it's abiding Allah, and abiding Allah is action, right? So because for Ahlul Bayt and for Allah is obeying Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So if you love, which means you act. So you cannot love. Oh, you say, I love Amir al-Mu'mineen, I love Ali ibn Abi Talib, and then when it comes to what happens to his sons, and what happens to his grandsons, what happens to everything, and then you take a position, you take a neutral position. Why would you take a neutral position? Would you accept me to take a neutral position if someone killed my son and did not take justice and did not even repent and did not made court or did anything and he was happy about it? No. Take action. So
What about you, Ahmed? What do you think about this?
Well, I agree with everything that Haidar says. It's obvious that you have to accompany your emotions with action. Consider the example. Can you see a smell? Can you describe it? It's not very easy. It's almost impossible to describe a certain smell to someone who hasn't smelled that specific smell, let's say.
Yeah.
And so the way is like if the way you would react to that smell is a way to see how it kind of shows your how much you appreciate it. And so if you love a smell, you would come closer to it, and if you don't like it, then you would just go away. That's how you react to it. So if you love someone, you're gonna go towards it. That's how you're gonna accompany with action. Like, would you consider, for example, a person? I don't think it's enough for a person to, for example, to wear a necklace with the sort of Imam Ali alayhi salam dhul fiqar and saying that I love Imam Ali alayhi salam, and then doing things that contradict completely that what Imam Ali alayhi salam would stand for. I don't know, it's committing crimes, defrauding people, disobeying your one's parents. That's not the point. But I have to say that حب أهل البيت عليهم السلام or Imam Ali عليه السلام definitely has its own benefits.
Exactly. I think that just love of Imam Ali. I mean, following by action is kind of from our side. I mean, if you love somebody, you definitely need to follow by action, and this is on us to do follow by action. But if we are lucky enough to appreciate that great and giant being that is Imam Ali, that we see the value that Imam Ali has brought to this life, and we see what he did and the difference that he made, and we love him for it. I think that God, given how God in Hadith al-Qisas says that I created everything for your love, and I think that if you were to make the connection, that if you were to love what God has created everything for them, you will benefit. But it depends on how much action you take on top of that how much benefits will you get, you know? Like some people, it's like someone who just finished a degree in something and never used it, or somebody who uses the knowledge that he gains and towards the better, you know? I know you guys have comments. Haidar, I think you have a comment. Give it to me.
I want to just add something. It's beautiful what you just mentioned. I just want to add that Allah يحب ذاته, so Allah loves himself, right? And then Allah is the most complete, right? Is perfection, and Allah loves what is close to him, and the closest to him is Ahlul Bayt and Ali ibn Abi Talib. So he loves the most. That is the most close to complete, and it's them. They are the closest to perfection, and then he loves them the most. And that's why when we say if we have the opportunity to just love them, we get close to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is
there's two, so we have a few minutes left. I want to address the question to you, which was by Dr. Muhammad Ali. He says, do not say, what do you think of the posting that do not say I hate, but say I do not like, because hatred is sickness. Do you think that, what do you guys think of that? Like, instead of wording it that way, say that hating is actually a sickness.
Well, actually, I find it very interesting. From what I know, from what I've heard from reliable sources, that Sayyid al-Khouy was asked how he attained such a high position in where he is, where he was known as. He told him, I reached this position of being a grand scholar is because I was من صلة الرحم وعدم الحقد الأيناس. So by keeping connections with my kinsfolk, and by not having hatred
towards anybody.
Okay. So it's a sign that even in a time where he was during the tyrannical regime of Saddam Hussein. I think that I really sincerely think that he meant it, Sayyid al-Khouy, to make him he reached those high positions. So hatred is such a maybe in itself like very, very strong word. So maybe despising those actions or those people, let's say.
So I definitely agree. I think that hatred by itself, it's so involving. Like, it's like when you hate somebody, it kind of eats you up. Everything is involved in you. So I would say that if you were to adjust that to make it for God's sake, like we said, then it could be actually beneficial, because when you hate the enemies of Ahlul Bayt, in a way you're getting closer to them. I mean, you're kind of directing your love in one direction towards Ahlul Bayt. Now I want to finish it by talking, of course, about our Sahib al-Asr al-Zaman or Imam Mahdi, and I want to address that to you, Haidar. How can we increase our love towards Imam Mahdi, and what is the relation between love and Imam Mahdi Ajallah Faraja?
Well, I think we said this in some previous episodes, but like for me, I will come to my initial point where I thought to define love from the eyes of Ahlul Bayt and Allah as obedience to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, and therefore I will say the same thing again. For us to love Imam al-Mahdi and to get closer to him,
Yeah.
and which he is the link between us and Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. So to love him and get closer to him and to Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, we need to obey Allah and to go by the obligations, do the wajibat, and try as much as possible stay from the muharramat. I think, and there's also a hadith of Imam al-Mahdi that says, if our devotees, may Allah give them success in obeying him, hearts are gathered on meeting their obligations,
Yeah.
their good fortunes of meeting us would have not been delayed. So he's basically saying, if the heart of the people who loves us follow their obligations,
Yeah.
their good fortune of meeting us would not have been delayed. So the good fortune of meeting the Imam,
Imam, yeah. It would not.
so if we meet our obligations, the Imam would not have been delayed, so it would get us closure. And obligations, it's obeying Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, which is related to love. And the hadith goes on by saying, and their joy of seeing us would have been expedited.
Expedited. Yeah. So it's yeah.
It will have come faster.
Absolutely.
Basically, loving, for me, if I want to just conclude it, loving is obeying Allah Subhanahu wa Taala and following the teachings of Ahlul Bayt on how to obey Allah Subhanahu wa Taala, because they are the link, السبب المتصل بين الأرض والسماء.
Yeah.
They are the link between us and Allah Subhanahu wa Taala. Habibullah Muhammad, they are the love. We should follow them. They are the teachings of Allah. They teach us how to obey Allah and to reach love, eternal love.
Perfect. Ahmed, I want to take a minute or two. Just if you can give me a few tips or hints, or how can we increase that love towards Allah and Ahlul Bayt?
Well, the best way to look at it is, that's how I like to look at it.
Yeah.
If Allah waliyyu alladhina amanu, so Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a companion, he's a friend. Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam as well, they look at us as that we are their devotees. So as a devotee is a friend. So
yeah.
You can tell the best way to look at it is, how do you make friends is by sometimes having shared similarities with them. But I remember from one of the classes, a psychiatry teacher was saying one for example way is to make a friend is to look at what you share. You tell, hey, we have the same socks, for example, or
yeah.
hey, we have the same, we like the same interests. So if we kind of try to always focus on what Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam and what we have, or we try to see what we have as shared similarities, that's a good way to already build on that and to increase them on more.
Absolutely.
Allah he tells Nabi Musa alayhi salam is to endear me to my creation, and he says, Nabi Musa alayhi salam says, how do I do that? He says, by reminding my creation or my favors upon them. So this is one way, and also we have the blessings of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When we remember them, we love Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even more. And
yeah.
Among those blessings is Ahlul Bayt alayhim salam. And didn't we all have any chance? Didn't we ever have the opportunity to ask for their help for sometimes? And they've granted us through Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. One of the greatest blessings that we have is Iman and Tawfiq. So this is one way to.
I mean, the Ahlul Bayt, they are, like we said, that the enemies is the embodiment of evil. Ahlul Bayt is the embodiment of love. And the greatest example is in the day of Ashur, because of how pure Imam Hussein is, that he didn't look at those guys as enemies until they actually committed, and then they committed. And even after that, we look at the example of Imam Zayn al-Abidin, and because of their link between, like Haida says, between the sky and the earth, So they represent what love really is. And if you want to find true love, then you'll find it there. So I wanna just.
Before you end, Mitham, I want you, like,
Yeah.
if it's okay that we take 2 minutes, I want you to for Imam Mahdi and to say the story of Imam al-Hassan with.
Sure. Yeah. Absolutely.
I would like that, since we are reminding us and the people of his birth.
Yeah.
Nice story, yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh no, I was telling you to. Okay, so
You
basically,
want me to say it?
yeah, you're a beautiful woman.
So basically, the story goes, and this shows the purity that we're talking about from Ahlul Bayt, is that this guy came in and he started screaming and shouting at Imam Hassan, insulting him and insulting his father. And then Imam Hassan took that as an opportunity to demonstrate what love is, and what afu is, and what generosity is, and what all the attributes that we talk about can all be related to that incident, which in a moment he was able to control. He probably didn't even have anger, but he controlled all his feelings, channeled them all towards absorbing that man that is probably speaking out of ignorance, and containing his anger, in order to make that situation into a more positive situation. So he asked him, I mean, you look like you're lost. If you're lost, we can give you a place to stay. If you're hungry, we can give you food. We can give you clothes. And the guy was so astonished by that reaction that he had nothing else to do but to subdue to Imam Hassan alayhi salam and tell him, Allah ya'lam haythu yaj'al risalata. Thanks for reminding me, Haida. This is a beautiful story. So I want to just quickly summarize. I mean, we talk about love across history. Love has been debated with different definitions. But in the eyes of Ahlul Bayt, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, love is always related to what gets you closer to Allah. And even your relationships with people, you can always have that pattern and guided towards in the frame of obedience of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And then we spoke about why do we hate, and and Islam has also guided that and put it in a certain lawful way that you can that in order for you to fully be able to love somebody, you need to fully disassociate from their enemies and what they do. You can't combine the love of two sides together. You can't hate the truth, and you can't love the truth and love the opposite of the truth as well, you know. And then we spoke about how can we increase that relationship with Ahlul Bayt, and may Allah inshallah help us to always stay on the path of Ahlul Bayt, always love them, because just loving them is a benefit to us. I mean, it was a pleasure speaking to you, Ahmed. A pleasure always speaking to you, Haidar. I want to thank you, Maytham. Thank you from me, Maytham, and I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank Ahmed in the back, doing this amazing job. It's always a pleasure, and inshallah for next week we're gonna have a special episode about the martyrdom of Imam Ali salamullah alayh, and then we're gonna talk a bit more about a few of those interesting topics. So again, thank you so much for watching, and inshallah we'll see you guys next time.
Thank you. One love.
Thank you.
محمد وآل محمد. اللهم كن لوليك الحجة ابن الحسن صلواتك عليه وعلى في هذه الساعة وفي كل ساعة وليا وحافظا وقائدا وناصرا دليلا وعينا حتى تسكنه أرضك طوعا وتمتعه فيها طويلا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
إلهي عظم البلاء وبرح الخفاء وانكشف الغطاء وانقطع الرجاء أضاقت الأرض ومنعت السماء وأنت المستعان وإليك المشتكى وعليك المعول في الشدة والرخاء. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد أولي الأمر الذين فرضت علينا طاعتهم بحقهم فرجا عاجلا قريبا كلمح البصر أو هو أقرب. يا محمد يا علي يا علي يا محمد اكفياني فإنكما كافيان وانصراني فإنكما ناصران. يا مولانا يا صاحب الزمان الغوث 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 أدركني 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 الساعة 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 العجاب العجاب العجاب. يا أرحم الراحمين بحق محمد وآله الطاهرين.
أمراء الكلام. عن الإمام جعفر بن محمد الصادق عليه السلام أنه قال: إني لأكره للرجل أن يكون عليه نعمة من الله فلا يظهرها.
إمامه نور يشع طيب وثو وحب وابتسامه حسن هذا الحسن قلبي وغرامه حسن هذا الحسن قلبي وغرامه
ضوى بنورك تحل بدر حسنك ثمل فتح عينه ونزل بحضان ابو الزهرة ابن بنت السوار قمر بس مو قمار جماله يفوق هذا العالم بأسره لو حكيت استنشقب انفاسه ياسين لو مشى بين البشر قالوا مشى الدين أقسم الباري بجماله بسورة الدين لو تبسم تثمل ورود ورياحين
نور حيمل هالة يبي وهيبة إمامه نور يشع طيب وثو وحب وابتسامه حسن هذا الحسن قلبي وغرامه حسن هذا الحسن قلبي وغرامه
على مر الزمن فلا مثل الحسن شعاع فباله لا يمكن ينكرونه عذوبة فاطمة وفحام الحمى محاسن تفترى من رمشة عيونه أكبر من إحساسي ويهيمني معناه معدن الرحمة وصفاته مظهر الله والكرم عطشان جا وتروي الناس والحسن لولا الحسن ما صار الإجاب
نور حيمل هالة يبي وهيبة إمامه نور يشع طيب وثو وحب وابتسامه حسن هذا الحسن قلبي وغرامه حسن هذا الحسن قلبي وغرامه
لغزمان افهمه سما فوق السما أرض والكل أرض مفتوحة بيبانه ولا حبه نستدين هوى روح وعقيل طبيعي من الفراشة بنوره هيمانه نفرح بميلاده فرحة طفل بالعيد ننثر بكل زاوية باقة أناشيد شارك ويانا الملايك بالتغاريد مو خيال صافحة ونمد له اليد
نور حيمل هالة يبي وهيبة إمامه نور يشع طيب وثو وحب وابتسامه حسن هذا الحسن قلبي وغرامه حسن هذا الحسن قلبي وغرامه
وطن عطر الوريد عليه صلى المجيد صلاة الله على اسمه وعلى نوره محبته مرتبة حروف المجتبى وسط لب القلب نلقاه محفورة كل شي باسم الحسن يصبح إلى شان والبقيع بحضرته يتحول جنان صاحب النعمة الحسن روح وريحان والموالش ما يقدم يبقى خجلان
نور حيمل هالة يبي وهيبة إمامه نور يشع طيب وثو وحب وابتسامه حسن هذا الحسن قلبي وغرامه حسن هذا الحسن قلبي وغرامه
يحرس الخاطر يا مولاه صحنك أوسع من هاي الأرض. جرب قلبي على النبض، كل ليلة قصك أطلع لك ركوب. تسبقني يمينك وتدللني عينك، تلبسني يقينك يا الحسن مولاي يا الحسن. وتسبقني يمينك وتدللني عينك، لبسني يقينك يا الحسن مولاي يا الحسن. شعوري حضورك مطبوع على صورة، شعوري حضورك مطبوع على صورة، كل وقت وياي يا الحسن. مشاعر يا حرز الخواطر، مشاعر يا حرز الخواطر يا الحسن مولاي يا الحسن. يا من عالقلب استوى، يا معلم عيني ترجمة الضوء. اوقع بس اوقف لوين، كل ما سألوني قلت لهم هو. يا ترحالي والحن انت شمسي والظل، دونك نيت تبطل يا الحسن مولاي يا الحسن. يا ترحالي والحن انت شمسي والظل، دونك نيت تبطل يا الحسن مولاي يا الحسن. نعيمك وخيرك ما أغنى فقيرك، نعيمك وخيرك ما أغنى فقيرك، قيمتي دنياي يا الحسن. مشاعر يا حرز الخواطر، مشاعر يا حرز الخواطر يا الحسن مولاي يا الحسن. جابرك تعريف الوطن، مرتاح ايامي بترابك ظفر. عابي علي غير نظمه، وانهار العالم تربية الحسن. يا ذات الكرامة معون الإتام، من فضلك سلام يا الحسن مولاي يا الحسن. يا ذات الكرامة معون اليتامى، من فضلك سلام يا الحسن مولاي مسافر الليل والنهار يا محول الحول والأحوال حول حالنا حول حالنا حول حالنا إلى أحسن الحال أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن لا أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله اللهم رب الشهر رمضان الذي أنزلت فيه القرآن وافترضت على عبادك فيه الصيام صل على محمد وآل محمد وارزقني حج بيتك الحرام في عامي هذا وفي كل عام واغفر لي تلك الذنوب العظام فإنه لا يغفرها غيرك يا رحمن يا علام وصل على محمد وآل محمد.
أمراء الكلام. عن الإمام علي بن أبي طالب عليه السلام أنه قال: لا تعدن عدة لا تثق من نفسك بإنجازها.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم إني أفتتح الثناء بحمدك وأنت مسدد للصواب بمنك وأيقنت أنك أنت أرحم الراحمين في موضع العفو والرحمة وأشد المعاقبين في موضع النكال والنقمة وأعظم المتجبرين في موضع الكبرياء والعظمة. اللهم أذنت لي في دعائك ومسألتك فاسمع يا سميع مدحتي وأجب يا رحيم دعوتي وأغل يا غفور عثرتي. فكم يا إلهي من كربة قد فرجتها وهموم قد كشفتها وعثرة قد أغلتها ورحمة قد نشرتها وحلقة بلاء قد فككتها. الحمد لله الذي لم يتخذ صاحبة ولا ولدا ولم يكن له شريك في الملك ولم يكن له ولي من الظلم وكبره تكبيرا. الحمد لله بجميع محامده كلها على جميع نعمه كلها. الحمد لله الذي لا مضاد له في ملكه ولا منازع له في أمره. الحمد لله الذي لا شريك له في خلقه ولا شبيه له في عظمته. الحمد لله الفاشي في الخلق أمره وحمده، الظاهر بالكرم مجده، الباسط بالجود يده، الذي لا تنقص خزائنه ولا تزيده كثرة العطاء إلا جودا وكرما، إنه هو العزيز الوهاب. اللهم إني أسألك قليلا من كثير مع حاجة بي إليه عظيمة، وغناك عنه قديم، وهو عندي كثير، وهو عليك سهل يسير. اللهم إن عفك عن ذنبي وتجاوزك عن خطيئتي وصفحك عن ظلمي وسترك على قبيح عملي وحلمك عن كثير جرمي عندما كان من خطئي وعمدي، أطمعني في أن أسألك ما لا أستوجبه منك، الذي رزقتني من رحمتك وأريتني من قدرتك وعرفتني من إجابتك، فصرت أدعوك آمنا وأسألك مستأنسا لا خائفا ولا وجلا، مدلا عليك فيما قصدت فيه إليك. فإن أبت عني عتبت بجهلي عليك، ولعل الذي أبطى عني هو خير لي لعلمك بعاقبة الأمور. فلم أر مولا كريما أصبر على عبد اللئيم منك علي يا رب. إنك تدعوني فأولي عنك وتتحبب إلي فأتبغض إليك وتتودد إلي فلا أقبل منك، كأن لي التطول عليك. فلم يمنعك ذلك من الرحمة لي والإحسان إلي والتفضل علي بجودك وكرمك. فارحم عبدك الجاهل وجود عليهم بفضل إحسانك، إنك جواد كريم. الحمد لله مالك الملك مجري الفلك مسخر الرياح فالق الإصباح ديان الدين رب العالمين. الحمد لله على حلمه بعد علمه، والحمد لله على عفه بعد قدرته، والحمد لله على طول أناته في غضبه، وهو قادر على ما يريد. الحمد لله خالق الخلق باسط الرزق فالق الإصباح ذي الجلال والإكرام والفضل والإنعام الذي بعد فلا يرى وقرب فشهد النجوى تبارك وتعالى. الحمد لله الذي ليس له منازع يعادله ولا شبيه يشاكله ولا ظهير يعاضده. قهر بعزته العزة وتواضع لعظمته العظمى فبلغ بقدرته ما يشاء. الحمد لله الذي يجيبني حين أنادي ويستر على كل عورة وأنا أعصيه ويعظم النعمة علي فلا أجازي. فكم من موهبة هنية قد أعطى وعظيمة مخوفة قد كفى وبهجة مونقة قد أرى فأثني عليه حامدا وأذكره مسبحا. الحمد لله الذي لا يهتك حجابه ولا يغلق بابه ولا يرد سائله ولا يخيب آمله. الحمد لله الذي يؤمن الخائفين وينجي الصالحين ويرفع المستضعفين ويضع المستكبرين ويهلك ملوكا ويستخلف آخرين. والحمد لله قاصم الجبارين مبير الظالمين مدرك الهاربين نكال الظالمين صريخ المستصرخين موضع حاجات الطالبين معتمد المؤمنين. الحمد لله الذي من خشيته ترعد السماء وسكانها وترجف الأرض وعمارها وتموج البحار ومن يسبح في غمراته. الحمد لله الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. الحمد لله الذي يخلق ولم يخلق ويرزق ولا يرزق ويطعم ولا يطعم ويميت الأحياء ويحيي الموتى وهو حي لا يموت بيده الخير وهو على كل شيء قدير. اللهم صل على محمد عبدك ورسولك وأمينك وصفيك وحبيبك وخيرتك من خلقك وحافظ سرك ومبلغ رسالاتك أفضل وأحسن وأجمل وأكمل وأزكى وأنمى وأطيب وأطهر وأسنى وأكثر ما صليت وباركت وترحمت وتحننت وسلمت على أحد من عبادك وأنبيائك ورسلك وصفتك وأهل الكرامة عليك من خلقك. اللهم وصل على علي أمير المؤمنين ووصي رسول رب العالمين، عبدك ووليك وأخي رسولك وحجتك على خلقك وآيتك الكبرى والنبأ العظيم. وصل على الصديقة الطاهرة فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين. وصل على سبطي الرحمة وإمامي الهدى الحسن والحسين سيدي شباب أهل الجنة. وصل على أئمة المسلمين علي بن الحسين ومحمد بن علي وجعفر بن محمد وموسى بن جعفر وعلي بن موسى ومحمد بن علي وعلي بن محمد والحسن بن علي والخلف الهادي المهدي، حججك على عبادك وأمنائك في بلادك صلاة كثيرة دائمة. اللهم وصل على ولي أمرك القائم المؤمل والعدل المنتظر وحفه بملائكتك المقربين وأيده بروح القدس يا رب العالمين. اللهم اجعله الداعي إلى كتابك والقائم بدينك، استخلفه في الأرض كما استخلفت الذين من قبله، مكن له دينه الذي ارتضيته له، أبدله من بعد خوفه أمنا، يعبدك لا يشرك بك شيئا. اللهم أعزه وأعزز به، وانصره وانتصر به، وانصره نصرا عزيزا، وافتح له فتحا يسيرا، واجعل له من لدنك سلطانا نصيرا. اللهم أظهر به دينك وسنة نبيك حتى لا يستخفي بشيء من الحق مخافة أحد من الخلق. اللهم إنا نرغب إليك في دولة كريمة تعز بها الإسلام وأهله، وتذل بها النفاق وأهله، وتجعلنا فيها من الدعاة إلى طاعتك والقادة إلى سبيلك، وترزقنا بها كرامة الدنيا والآخرة. اللهم ما عرفتنا من الحق فحملنا، وما غسرنا عنه فبلغنا. اللهم المم به شعثنا، واشعب به صدعنا، وارتق به فتقنا، وكثر به قلتنا، وأعزز به ذلتنا، وأغن به عائلنا، واغض به عن مغرمنا، واجبر به فقرنا، وسد به خلتنا ويسر به عسرنا وبيض به وجوهنا وفك به أسرنا وأنجح به طلبتنا وأنجز به مواعيدنا واستجب به دعوتنا وأعطنا به سؤلنا وبلغنا به من الدنيا والآخرة آمالنا وأعطنا به فوق رغبتنا يا خير المسؤولين وأوسع المعطين. اشف به صدورنا واذهب به غيظ قلوبنا واهدنا به لما اختلف فيه من الحق بإذنك إنك تهدي من تشاء إلى صراط مستقيم. وانصرنا به على عدوك وعدونا إله الحق آمين. اللهم إنا نشكو إليك فقد نبينا صلواتك عليه وآله وغيبة ولينا وكثرة عدونا وقلة عددنا وشدة الفتن بنا وتظاهر الزمان علينا. فصل على محمد وآله وعنا على ذلك بفتح منك تعجله وبضر تكشفه ونصر تعزه وسلطان حق تظهره ورحمة منك تجللنا وعافية منك تلبسنا برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين.
أمراء الكلام. عن الإمام علي بن أبي طالب عليه السلام أنه قال: السخاء أن تكون بمالك متبرعا وعن مال غيرك متورعا.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. قال ألم أقل لك إنك لن تستطيع معي صبرا قال إن سألتك عن شيء بعدها فلا تصاحبني قد بلغت من لدني عذرا. فانطلقا حتى إذا أتيا أهل قرية استطعما أهلها فأبوا أن يضيفوهما فوجدا فيها جدارا يريد أن ينقض فأقامه قال لو شئت لاتخذت عليه أجرا. قال هذا فراق بيني وبينك سأنبئك بتأويل ما لم تستطع عليه صبرا. أما السفينة فكانت لمساكين يعملون في البحر فأردت أن أعيبها وكان وراءهم ملك يأخذ كل سفينة غصبا وأما الغلام فكان أبواه مؤمنين فخشينا أن يرهقهما طغيانا وكفرا فأردنا أن يبدلهما ربهما خيرا منه زكاة وأقرب رحما وأما الجدار فكان لغلامين يتيمين في المدينة وكان تحته كنز لهما وكان أبوهما صالحا فأراد ربك أن يبلغا أشدهما ويستخرجا كنزهما رحمة من ربك وما فعلته عن أمري ذلك تأويل ما لم تسطع عليه صبرا ويسألونك عن ذي القرنين قل سأتلو عليكم منه ذكرا إنا مكنا له في الأرض وآتيناه من كل شيء سببا فأتبع سببا حتى إذا بلغ مغرب الشمس وجدها تغرب في عين حمئة ووجد عندها قوما قلنا يا ذا القرنين إما أن تعذب وإما أن تتخذ فيهم حسنا قال أما من ظلم فسوف نعذبه ثم يرد إلى ربه فيعذبه عذابا نكرا وأما من آمن وعمل صالحا فله جزاء الحسنى وسنقول له من أمرنا يسرا ثم أتبع سببا حتى إذا بلغ مطلع الشمس وجدها تطلع على قوم لم نجعل لهم من دونها سترا كذلك وقد أحطنا بما لديه خبرا ثم أتبع سببا حتى إذا بلغ بين السدين وجد من دونهما قوما لا يكادون يفقهون قولا قالوا يا ذا القرنين إن يأجوج ومأجوج مفسدون في الأرض فهل نجعل لك خرجا على أن تجعل بيننا وبينهم سدا قال ما مكني فيه ربي خير فأعينوني بقوة أجعل بينكم وبينهم ردما آتوني زبر الحديد حتى إذا ساوى بين الصدفين قال انفخوا حتى إذا جعله نارا قال آتوني أفرغ عليه قطرا فما استطاعوا أن يظهروه وما استطاعوا له نقبا قال هذا رحمة من ربي فإذا جاء وعد ربي جعله دكاء وكان وعد ربي حقا وتركنا بعضهم يومئذ يموج في بعض ونفخ في الصور فجمعناهم جمعا وعرضنا جهنم يومئذ للكافرين عرضا الذين كانت أعينهم في غطاء عن ذكري وكانوا لا يستطيعون سمعا أفحسب الذين كفروا أن يتخذوا عبادي من دوني أولياء إنا أعتدنا جهنم للكافرين نزلا قل هل ننبئكم بالأخسرين أعمالا الذين ضل سعيهم في الحياة الدنيا وهم يحسبون أنهم يحسنون صنعا أولئك الذين كفروا بآيات ربهم ولقائه فحبطت أعمالهم فلا نقيم لهم يوم القيامة وزنا ذلك جزاؤهم جهنم بما كفروا واتخذوا آياتي ورسلي هزوا إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات كانت لهم جنات الفردوس نزلا خالدين فيها لا يبغون عنها حولا قل لو كان البحر مدادا لكلمات ربي لنفد البحر قبل أن تنفد كلمات ربي ولو جئنا بمثله مددا قل إنما أنا بشر مثلكم يوحى إلي أنما إلهكم إله واحد فمن كان يرجو لقاء ربه فليعمل عملا صالحا ولا يشرك بعبادة ربه أحدا بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم كافها يا عين صاد ذكر رحمة ربك عبده زكريا إذ نادى ربه نداء خفيا قال رب إني وهن العظم مني واشتعل الرأس شيبا ولم أكن بدعائك رب شقيا وإني خفت الموالي من ورائي وكانت امرأتي عاقرا فهب لي من لدنك وليا يرثني ويرث من آل يعقوب واجعله رب رضيا يا زكريا إنا نبشرك بغلام اسمه يحيى لم نجعل له من قبل سميا قال رب أنى يكون لي غلام وكانت امرأتي عاقرا وقد بلغت من الكبر عتيا قال كذلك قال ربك هو علي هين وقد خلقتك من قبل ولم تك شيئا قال رب اجعل لي آية قال آيتك ألا تكلم الناس 3 ليال سويا فخرج على قومه من المحراب فأوحى إليهم أن سبحوا بكرة وعشيا يا يحيى خذ الكتاب بقوة وآتيناه الحكم صبيا وحنانا من لدنا وزكاة وكان تقيا وبرا بوالديه ولم يكن جبارا عصيا وسلام عليه يوم ولد ويوم يموت ويوم يبعث حيا واذكر في الكتاب مريم إذ انتبذت من أهلها مكانا شرقيا فاتخذت من دونهم حجابا فأرسلنا إليها روحنا فتمثل لها بشرا سويا قالت إني أعوذ بالرحمن منك إن كنت تقيا قال إنما أنا رسول ربك لأهب لك غلاما زكيا قالت أنى يكون لي غلام ولم يمسسني بشر ولم أك بغيا قال كذلك قال ربك هو علي هين ولنجعله آية للناس ورحمة منا وكان أمرا مقضيا فحملته فانتبذت به مكانا قصيا فأجاءها المخاض إلى جذع النخلة قالت يا ليتني مت قبل هذا وكنت نسيا منسيا فناداها من تحتها ألا تحزني قد جعل ربك تحتك سريا وهزي إليك بجذع النخلة تساقط عليك رطبا جنيا فكلي واشربي وقري عينا فإما ترين من البشر أحدا فقولي إني نذرت للرحمن صوما فلن أكلم اليوم إنسيا فأتت به قومها تحمله قالوا يا مريم لقد جئت شيئا فريا يا أخت هارون ما كان أبوك امرأ سوء وما كانت أمك بغيا فأشارت إليه قالوا كيف نكلم من كان في المهد صبيا قال إني عبد الله آتاني الكتاب وجعلني نبيا وجعلني مباركا أينما كنت وأوصاني بالصلاة والزكاة ما دمت حيا وبرا بوالدتي ولم يجعلني جبارا شقيا والسلام علي يوم ولدت ويوم أموت ويوم أبعث حيا ذلك عيسى بن مريم قول الحق الذي فيه يمترون ما كان لله أن يتخذ من ولد سبحانه إذا قضى أمرا فإنما يقول له كن فيكون وإن الله ربي وربكم فاعبدوه هذا صراط مستقيم فاختلف الأحزاب من بينهم فويل للذين كفروا من مشهد يوم عظيم أسمع بهم وأبصر يوم يأتوننا لكن الظالمون اليوم في ضلال مبين وأنذرهم يوم الحسرة إذ قضي الأمر وهم في غفلة وهم لا يؤمنون إنا نحن نرث الأرض ومن عليها وإلينا يرجعون واذكر في الكتاب إبراهيم إنه كان صديقا نبيا إذ قال لأبيه يا أبت لم تعبد ما لا يسمع ولا يبصر ولا يغني عنك شيئا يا أبت إني قد جاءني من العلم ما لم يأتك فاتبعني أهدك صراطا سويا يا أبت لا تعبد الشيطان إن الشيطان كان للرحمن عصيا يا أبت إني أخاف أن يمسك عذاب من الرحمن فتكون للشيطان وليا قال أراغب أنت عن آلهتي يا إبراهيم لئن لم تنته لأرجمنك واهجرني مليا قال سلام عليك سأستغفر لك ربي إنه كان بي حفيا وأعتزلكم وما تدعون من دون الله وأدعو ربي عسى ألا أكون بدعاء ربي شقيا فلما اعتزلهم وما يعبدون من دون الله وهبنا له إسحاق ويعقوب وكلا جعلنا نبيا ووهبنا لهم من رحمتنا وجعلنا لهم لسان صدق عليا واذكر في الكتاب موسى إنه كان مخلصا وكان رسولا نبيا وناديناه من جانب الطور الأيمن وقربناه نجيا ووهبنا له من رحمتنا أخاه هارون نبيا واذكر في الكتاب إسماعيل إنه كان صادق الوعد وكان رسولا نبيا وكان يأمر أهله بالصلاة والزكاة وكان عند ربه مرضيا واذكر في الكتاب إدريس إنه كان صديقا نبيا ورفعناه مكانا عليا أولئك الذين أنعم الله عليهم من النبيين من ذرية آدم وممن حملنا مع نوح ومن ذرية إبراهيم وإسرائيل وممن هدينا واجتبينا إذا تتلى عليهم آيات الرحمن خروا سجدا وبكيا فخلف من بعدهم خلف أضاعوا الصلاة واتبعوا الشهوات فسوف يلقون غيا إلا من تاب وآمن وعمل صالحا فأولئك يدخلون الجنة ولا يظلمون شيئا جنات عدن التي وعد الرحمن عباده بالغيب إنه كان وعده مأتيا لا يسمعون فيها لغوا إلا سلاما ولهم رزقهم فيها بكرة وعشيا تلك الجنة التي نورث من عبادنا من كان تقيا وما نتنزل إلا بأمر ربك له ما بين أيدينا وما خلفنا وما بين ذلك وما كان ربك نسيا رب السماوات والأرض وما بينهما فاعبده واصطبر لعبادته هل تعلم له سميا ويقول الإنسان أئذا ما مت لسوف أخرج حيا أولا يذكر الإنسان أنا خلقناه من قبل ولم يك شيئا فوربك لنحشرنهم والشياطين ثم لنحضرنهم حول جهنم جثيا ثم لننزعن من كل شيعة أيهم أشد على الرحمن عتيا ثم لنحن أعلم بالذين هم أولى بها صليا وإن منكم إلا واردها كان على ربك حتما مقضيا ثم ننجي الذين اتقوا ونذر الظالمين فيها جثيا وإذا تتلى عليهم آياتنا بينات قال الذين كفروا للذين آمنوا أي الفريقين خير مقاما وأحسن نديا وكم أهلكنا قبلهم من قرن هم أحسن أثاثا ورئيا قل من كان في الضلالة فليمدد له الرحمن مدا حتى إذا رأوا ما يوعدون إما العذاب وإما الساعة فسيعلمون من هو شر مكانا وأضعف جندا ويزيد الله الذين اهتدوا هدى والباقيات الصالحات خير عند ربك ثوابا وخير مردا أفرأيت الذي كفر بآياتنا وقال لأوتين مالا وولدا أطلع الغيب أم اتخذ عند الرحمن عهدا كلا سنكتب ما يقول ونمد له من العذاب مدا ونرثه ما يقول ويأتينا فردا واتخذوا من دون الله آلهة ليكونوا لهم عزا كلا سيكفرون بعبادتهم ويكونون عليهم ضدا ألم تر أنا أرسلنا الشياطين على الكافرين تؤزهم أزا فلا تعجل عليهم إنما نعد لهم عدا يوم نحشر المتقين إلى الرحمن وفدا ونسوق المجرمين إلى جهنم وردا لا يملكون الشفاعة إلا من اتخذ عند الرحمن عهدا وقالوا اتخذ الرحمن ولدا لقد جئتم شيئا إدا تكاد السماوات يتفطرن منه وتنشق الأرض وتخر الجبال هدا أن دعوا للرحمن ولدا وما ينبغي للرحمن أن يتخذ ولدا إن كل من في السماوات والأرض إلا آتي الرحمن عبدا لقد أحصاهم وعدهم عدا وكلهم آتيه يوم القيامة فردا إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات سيجعل لهم الرحمن ودا فإنما يسرناه بلسانك لتبشر به المتقين وتنذر به قوما لدا وكم أهلكنا قبلهم من قرن هل تحس منهم من أحد أو تسمع لهم ركزا بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم طه ما أنزلنا عليك القرآن لتشقى إلا تذكرة لمن يخشى تنزيلا ممن خلق الأرض والسماوات العلا الرحمن على العرش استوى له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وما بينهما وما تحت الثرى وإن تجهر بالقول فإنه يعلم السر وأخفى الله لا إله إلا هو له الأسماء الحسنى وهل أتاك حديث موسى إذ رأى نارا فقال لأهلهم كثوا إني آنست نارا لعلي آتيكم منها بقبس أو أجد على النار هدى فلما أتاها نودي يا موسى إني أنا ربك فاخلع عليك إنك بالوادي المقدس طوى وأنا اخترتك فاستمع لما يوحى إنني أنا الله لا إله إلا أنا فاعبدني وأقم الصلاة لذكري إن الساعة آتية أكاد أخفيها لتجزى كل نفس بما تسعى فلا يصدنك عنها من لا يؤمن بها واتبع هواه فتردى وما تلك بيمينك يا موسى قال هي عصاي أتوكأ عليها وأهش بها على غنمي ولي فيها مآرب أخرى قال ألقها يا موسى فألقاها فإذا هي حية تسعى قال خذها ولا تخف سنعيدها سيرتها الأولى واضمم يدك إلى جناحك تخرج بيضاء من غير سوء آية أخرى لنريك من آياتنا الكبرى اذهب إلى فرعون إنه طغى قال رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي واجعل لي وزيرا من أهلي هارون أخي اشدد به أزري وأشركه في أمري كي نسبحك كثيرا ونذكرك كثيرا إنك كنت بنا بصيرا قال قد أوتيت سؤلك يا موسى ولقد مننا عليك مرة أخرى إذ أوحينا إلى أمك ما يوحى أن اقذفيه في التابوت فاقذفيه في اليم فليلقه اليم بالساحل يأخذه عدو لي وعدو له وألقيت عليك محبة مني ولتصنع على عيني إذ تمشي أختك فتقول هل أدلكم على من يكفله فرجعناك إلى أمك كي تقر عينها ولا تحزن وقتلت نفسا فنجيناك من الغم وفتناك فتونا فلبثت سنين في أهل مدين ثم جئت على قدر يا موسى واصطنعتك لنفسي اذهب أنت وأخوك بآياتي ولا تنيا في ذكري اذهبا إلى فرعون إنه طغى فقولا له قولا لينا لعله يتذكر أو يخشى قالا ربنا إننا نخاف أن يفرط علينا أو أن يطغى قال لا تخافا إنني معكما أسمع وأرى فأتياه فقولا إنا رسولا ربك فأرسل معنا بني إسرائيل ولا تعذبهم قد جئناك بآية من ربك والسلام على من اتبع الهدى إنا قد أوحي إلينا أن العذاب على من كذب وتولى قال فمن ربكما يا موسى قال ربنا الذي أعطى كل شيء خلقه ثم هدى قال فما بال القرون الأولى قال علمها عند ربي في كتاب لا يضل ربي ولا ينسى الذي جعل لكم الأرض مهدا وسلك لكم فيها سبلا وأنزل من السماء ماء فأخرجنا به أزواجا من نبات شتى كلوا وارعوا أنعامكم إن في ذلك لآيات لأولي النهى منها خلقناكم وفيها نعيدكم ومنها نخرجكم تارة أخرى ولقد أريناه آياتنا كلها فكذب وأبى قال أجئتنا لتخرجنا من أرضنا بسحرك يا موسى فلنأتينك بسحر مثله فاجعل بيننا وبينك موعدا لا نخلفه نحن ولا أنت مكانا سوى قال موعدكم يوم الزينة وأن يحشر الناس ضحى فتولى فرعون فجمع كيده ثم أتى قال لهم موسى ويلكم لا تفتروا على الله كذبا فيسحتكم بعذاب وقد خاب من افترى فتنازعوا أمرهم بينهم وأسروا النجوى قالوا إن هذان لساحران يريدان أن يخرجاكم من أرضكم بسحرهما ويذهبا بطريقتكم المثلى فأجمعوا كيدكم ثم أتوا صفا وقد أفلح اليوم من استعلى قالوا يا موسى إما أن تلقي وإما أن نكون أول من ألقى قال بل ألقوا فإذا حبالهم وعصيهم يخيل إليه من سحرهم أنها تسعى فأوجس في نفسه خيفة موسى قلنا لا تخف إنك أنت الأعلى وألق ما في يمينك تلقف ما صنعوا إنما صنعوا كيد ساحر ولا يفلح الساحر حيث أتى فألقي السحرة سجدا قالوا آمنا برب هارون وموسى قال آمنتم له قبل أن آذن لكم إنه لكبيركم الذي علمكم السحر فلأقطعن أيديكم وأرجلكم من خلاف ولأصلبنكم في جذوع النخل ولتعلمن أينا أشد عذابا وأبقى قالوا لن نؤثرك على ما جاءنا من البينات والذي فطرنا فاقض ما أنت قاض إنما تقضي هذه الحياة الدنيا إنا آمنا بربنا ليغفر لنا خطايانا وما أكرهتنا عليه من السحر والله خير وأبقى إنه من يأت ربه مجرما فإن له جهنم لا يموت فيها ولا يحيا ومن يأته مؤمنا قد عمل الصالحات فأولئك لهم الدرجات العلا جنات عدن تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها وذلك جزاء من تزكى ولقد أوحينا إلى موسى أن أسر بعبادي فاضرب لهم طريقا في البحر يبسا لا تخاف دركا ولا تخشى فأتبعهم فرعون بجنوده فغشيهم من اليم ما غشيهم وأضل فرعون قومه وما هدى يا بني إسرائيل قد أنجيناكم من عدوكم وواعدناكم جانب الطور الأيمن ونزلنا عليكم المن والسلوى كلوا من طيبات ما رزقناكم ولا تطغوا فيه فيحل عليكم غضبي ومن يحلل عليه غضبي فقد هوى وإني لغفار لمن تاب وآمن وعمل صالحا ثم اهتدى وما أعجلك عن قومك يا موسى قال هم أولئك على أثري وعجلت إليك ربي لترضى قال فإنا قد فتنا قومك من بعدك وأضلهم السامري فرجع موسى إلى قومه غضبان أسفا قال يا قوم ألم يعدكم ربكم وعدا حسنا أفطال عليكم العهد أم أردتم أن يحل عليكم غضب من ربكم فأخلفتم موعدي قالوا ما أخلفنا موعدك بملكنا ولكننا حملنا أوزارا من زينة القوم فقذفناها فكذلك ألقى السامري فأخرج لهم عجلا جسدا له خوار فقالوا هذا إلهكم وإله موسى فنسي أفلا يرون ألا يرجع إليهم قولا ولا يملك لهم ضرا ولا نفعا ولقد قال لهم هارون من قبل يا قوم إنما فتنتم به وإن ربكم الرحمن فاتبعوني وأطيعوا أمري قالوا لن نبرح عليه عاكفين حتى يرجع إلينا موسى قال يا هارون ما منعك إذ رأيتهم ضلوا ألا تتبعني أفعصيت أمري قال يا ابن أم لا تأخذ بلحيتي ولا برأسي إني خشيت أن تقول فرقت بين بني إسرائيل ولم ترقب قولي قال فما خطبك يا سامري قال بصرت بما لم يبصروا به فقبضت قبضة من أثر الرسول فنبذتها وكذلك سولت لي نفسي قال فاذهب فإن لك في الحياة أن تقول لا مساس وإن لك موعدا لن تخلفه وانظر إلى إلهك الذي ظلت عليه عاكفا لنحرقنه ثم لننسفنه في اليم نسفا إنما إلهكم الله الذي لا إله إلا هو وسع كل شيء علما كذلك نقص عليك من أنباء ما قد سبق وقد آتيناك من لدنا ذكرا من أعرض عنه فإنه يحمل يوم القيامة وزرا خالدين فيه وساء لهم يوم القيامة حملا يوم ينفخ في الصور ونحشر المجرمين يومئذ زرقا يتخافتون بينهم إن لبثتم إلا عشرا نحن أعلم بما يقولون إذ يقول أمثلهم طريقة إن لبثتم إلا يوما ويسألونك عن الجبال فقل ينسفها ربي نسفا فيذرها قاعا صفصفا لا ترى فيها عوجا ولا أمتا يومئذ يتبعون الداعي لا عوج له وخشعت الأصوات للرحمن فلا تسمع إلا همسا يومئذ لا تنفع الشفاعة إلا من أذن له الرحمن ورضي له قولا يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون به علما وعنت الوجوه للحي القيوم وقد خاب من حمل ظلما ومن يعمل من الصالحات وهو مؤمن فلا يخاف ظلما ولا هضما وكذلك أنزلناه قرآنا عربيا وصرفنا فيه من الوعيد لعلهم يتقون أو يحدث لهم ذكرا فتعالى الله الملك الحق ولا تعجل بالقرآن من قبل أن يقضى إليك وحيه وقل رب زدني علما ولقد عهدنا إلى آدم من قبل فنسي ولم نجد له عزما وإذ قلنا للملائكة اسجدوا لآدم فسجدوا إلا إبليس أبى فقلنا يا آدم إن هذا عدو لك ولزوجك فلا يخرجنكما من الجنة فتشقى إن لك ألا تجوع فيها ولا تعرى وأنك لا تظمأ فيها ولا تضحى فوسوس إليه الشيطان قال يا آدم هل أدلك على شجرة الخلد وملك لا يبلى فأكلا منها فبدت لهما سوآتهما وطفقا يخصفان عليهما من ورق الجنة وعصى آدم ربه فغوى ثم اجتباه ربه فتاب عليه وهدى قال اهبطا منها جميعا بعضكم لبعض عدو فإما يأتينكم مني هدى فمن اتبع هداي فلا يضل ولا يشقى ومن أعرض عن ذكري فإن له معيشة ضنكا ونحشره يوم القيامة أعمى قال رب لم حشرتني أعمى وقد كنت بصيرا قال كذلك أتتك آياتنا فنسيتها وكذلك اليوم تنسى وكذلك نجزي من أسرف ولم يؤمن بآيات ربه ولعذاب الآخرة أشد وأبقى أفلم يهد لهم كم أهلكنا قبلهم من القرون يمشون في مساكنهم إن في ذلك لآيات لأولي النهى ولولا كلمة سبقت من ربك لكان لزاما وأجل مسمى فاصبر على ما يقولون وسبح بحمد ربك قبل طلوع الشمس وقبل غروبها ومن آناء الليل فسبح وأطراف النهار لعلك ترضى ولا تمدن عينيك إلى ما متعنا به أزواجا منهم زهرة الحياة الدنيا لنفتنهم فيه ورزق ربك خير وأبقى وأمر أهلك بالصلاة واصطبر عليها لا نسألك رزقا نحن نرزقك والعاقبة للتقوى وقالوا لولا يأتينا بآية من ربه أولم تأتهم بينة ما في الصحف الأولى ولو أنا أهلكناهم بعذاب من قبله لقالوا ربنا لولا أرسلت إلينا رسولا فنتبع آياتك من قبل أن نذل ونخزى قل كل متربص فتربصوا فستعلمون من أصحاب الصراط السوي ومن اهتدى صدق الله العلي العظيم
إنا هديناه السبيل إما شاكرا وإما كفورا
این خانواده آینه های خدایی‌اند در انتهای جاده بی انتهایی‌اند خیل ملک مقابلشان سجده می کنند اینها خدا نیند ولیکن خدایی‌اند هر کس که میرسد سر سفره میبرند فرقی نمی کند که فقیران کجایی‌اند صدها هزار مثل سلیمان در این حرم مشغول لحظه های شریف گدایی‌اند از کریمان سنگ می‌خواهیم ما زر میرسد در حرم از آنچه می‌خواهیم بهتر میرسد ای که دستت میرسد کاری کنی کاری بکن عمر دارد میرود دارد اجل سر میرسد گر به ما کم میرسد از خصلت کم بینی است ور ندارد 10 برابر میرسد من فقط یک نوکرم، کار خودم را می کنم، او خودش هر وقت لازم شد به نوکر میرسم. يا ابن الحسن روحي فدا متى ترانا بالمروج ای یوسف الزهرا بیا بی تو شبت عالم هلاک شیعه ندارد جز تو کس افتادیم آقا از نفس تنها تو را داریم و بس یا ابن الحسن روحی فدا يا ابن الحسن يا ابن الحسن